Hi, Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to the second slot for discussion, paper 2, section B and section C for set 1. Okay, we look at section B. Okay, the format, Kssm format. Section B consists of 2 questions. You just answer one of the question. Okay, so you will get 20 marks for this part, section B. Section C only give you one compulsory question to answer. There's no choice. You need to answer section C, that one question given. Okay, number 9. For paper 2, when you read through the question, make sure you are able to relate to the concept, law, principles, or any rules. Okay. Okay. Diagram shows the cross section of a thermal cooker. Okay. Thermal cooker. You can look at the cover for inner part. Okay, this is the inner part, the space, and outer part. The word thermal was already maybe give you an idea about heat, concept of heat. Okay, we have studied this one in chapter 4, form 4. Okay, so for essay question, section B and section C, you need to write the answer in the space provided, or there's a foolscap paper given, or they give you in the space like the booklet for you all to write the answer. So you cannot write below here. Okay, you don't write here the answer. Okay, I will write here because I just want to show you. Okay, but A, what is the meaning of heat? Some students get confused with temperature. Okay, so you must know the definition of heat. Heat is a form of energy that can be transferred. Okay. B, explain how thermal cooker works. Give 2 advantages of using thermal cooker. Okay, first of all, let's look at the marks provided here, 4 marks. 4 marks means your answer you must have 4 points. Okay, so this is a knowledge questions. So you must try to relate to concept, law, principle, or rules. Okay, so how to explain? You can write in point form, but make sure the sentence is complete. Okay, don't write one point here and there. You must write completely, the sentence. Okay, let's say we look at the first point. You look at the pot here. So this thermal pot is to maintain the heat inside the pot so that the food always kept warm. So what happens inside is that the pot will trap the heat. Okay, okay, the thermal cooker trap and reflects heat inside, inside the inner pot. The food will be kept warm. Will be kept warm or heated without using external. Means you're using the heat inside the pot. The food will be kept warm or heated or continue to be cooked. Okay? Okay, without using external heat. So by using this technique, so this one we can save energy or save cost of consumption, cost of using electricity because we need to pay bills, right? And then we can write something like all the minerals and vitamins will be kept in the food. Okay, remains in the okay, means all the nutrients will remains in the food. Okay, so this one 4 marks. So you have 4 points. Okay, don't keep writing the same point until one whole page for 4 marks. No need. Make sure you can make sure you have 4 points. 4 different points. Okay, for this one. Okay, part C, table 2 shows a characteristic of thermal cooker. Okay, so we have how many characteristics? Okay, material for inner pot, inner layer of inner pot, and material for outer pot and space S. Okay, this one based on the diagram given, the picture given for the thermal pot. So we have 4 choices here, P, Q, R, S. Okay, You are required to determine the most suitable thermal cooker that can be used to keep the food warm for a few hours. Explain the suitability of each specifications. Choose the most suitable thermal cooker and give reasons for your choice. Okay, so you have this table, so your answer just based on this table. No need to go and find other points. Okay, but if you want to add in, also can. Okay, so for the material of inner pot, we have either using aluminium or stainless steel. Okay, so of course, when we talk about material, we want it to be strong, okay, long lasting, and then of course does not rust, or low rusting rate, low oxidation rate. This one we'll talk about material. Okay, so between aluminium and stainless steel is stronger. Okay, so I will choose stainless steel instead of aluminium. So I don't want aluminium, I will choose stainless steel. So I just tick the one that I choose. Okay, and then the inner layer of inner pot, this one to ensure that the heat is reflect inside, it does not reflect out. So the inner pot is coated with shiny paint instead of black paint, because the black paint will absorb heat. Okay, so the food cannot receive the heat, is absorbed by the inner layer. So I want it to be shiny paint. Okay, I don't want black one. Okay, and then material for outer pot. For the outer pot, of course, um, so we want it to able to withstand the the heat outside, and also does not cause heat to be transferred out. Means a very weak conductor of heat. So I will not choose iron. Iron will transfer the heat faster. So I don't want iron. So I choose plastic. Okay. The space airs also is try to prevent heat loss of surrounding, or to reduce heat loss. So air is a medium that can transfer heat. So I don't want air. So I just take it as vacuum. Sorry, vacuum. I want it vacuum. Vacuum. Okay. Okay. Now we check which one has the most tick. Okay. You can see R. Okay. 4 ticks for R. So I will choose R. So to answer this question, you need to choose first, then only you explain. Pilih dulu, baru you jawab. Okay? Jangan terus jawab baru nak pilih. Pilih dulu, baru jawab. Okay? Okay, how to write the answer? Ada hang sikit. Okay, yang online, kalau you ada soalan, you boleh write in chat. You can write in chat if you have question. This will be Okay, so when you already choose, you just explain R only. Okay, explain R only. Okay, so suggested method is to write in table form. Okay, so you have the characteristic given, ciri-ciri. and then explanation atau reason also can. So when you write in table form, this one is to ensure that you don't repeat the same point when you explain. And then to prevent from missing point. We can see the points clearly. As you can see from here, 10 marks given means 8 plus 2. There are 4 characteristics means 4 characteristic plus 4 explanation. So this one will give you 8 marks. This one, choose one reason again, 1. Okay, so the total is 10 marks, 10 markah. Okay, so the first aspect, when you write, do write completely. For example, the first one we discuss about material of the inner pot. You just copy from here. Material used for the inner pot. Okay, so you write down material used for the inner pot is stainless steel. Okay, so you get 1 mark here. Okay, you get 1 mark for this one. Okay. Okay, what is explanation for this? Okay, stainless steel. It is a good heat conductor, or you can write, okay, maybe other reason. It does not rust. Okay, or it is a stronger material also can. Okay, the second one is about the inner layer of the pot. Okay, you salin balik sini. Inner layer of the inner pot coated with shiny paint. Inner layer of the inner pot is coated with shiny paint. Okay, so reason, the heat is reflected and absorbed by heat. Okay, 3, the third one, material used for outer pot. For outer pot is plastic. Okay, your answer is, oh, this one missing maybe. Inner layer is coated with shiny paint. So heat is reflected received by food or absorbed by food. Okay. The outer layer is made of plastic. Okay. It is not a good heat conductor. Atau you boleh tulis juga sebagai prevent heat loss to surrounding. Also can. Okay, you have the third one. The fourth one is the space S. Space S must be vacuum. Okay, so you can repeat the reasoning. You can just write down to prevent heat loss. Sama. Okay. Okay. And then this one you get 8 marks already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then another 2 marks you must write which one you choose. So R is chosen. Y you just copy again the left side here. Because material is used for inner port is stainless steel, coated with shiny paint, made of plastic, the outer layer, and space S is vacuum. Okay, reason. Okay, you write again here. Maybe you can make it simple, the writing for the reason. Actually, for the left side here, you just like here. So you get 10 marks for this one. Okay, part D. D, 750 gram of ice at -3 degrees Celsius put into glass and left to melt to room temperature at 30 degrees Celsius. Sketch the temperature time graph for the process of melting ice. So just sketch only, It's just like writing the heating curve, temperature in degrees Celsius. Then you have time in second. Okay, initial temperature -3. Here is -3, 0. And then melt to room temperature 30. So, loading. Okay, we can start from here. Okay, this is -3 degrees Celsius. Then 0 here. So origin. Okay, -3. Okay. For ice the melting point is 0. Okay, so heat will be absorbed. Temperature increase from -3 to 0. So at 0 is melting point. Melting point. So this is ice is solid. Here melting point. So at this point all change to liquid. And then heat is absorbed again. Temperature increase to 30. Let's say here is 30. So it means increase to 30. Okay, so the graph should be like this. If you cannot see that, I can make it red color. So this is the line of graph. So this one is line of graph. Yeah. Okay, that one is the sketch temperature time graph for melting ice. Part 2, calculate quantity of heat gained by melting ice. Latent heat of fusion given. Specific heat capacity given. And also specific heat capacity for ice also given. Okay. Look at what happened to the process. Initially is ice. Temperature -3. Heat absorbed. Still ice. 0 degrees Celsius. And then temperature melt, become water. 0 degrees Celsius. And then temperature 30 degrees Celsius. So there are Q1, Q2, Q3. Okay. -3 to 0, you can see there's no change in phase, only increase in temperature. So Q1 is specific heat capacity formula, MC theta. For Q2, ice change to water but temperature constant. So this one is latent heat. ML. And then water, no change in phase, temperature increase. So this one Q3 is heat capacity. So there are 3 types of energy required for this one. So you want to calculate for total energy. Q equals to MC theta for ice plus heat capacity plus MC theta for water. Okay, we substitute all the values. Mass convert to kilogram, 0.75. This is ice, so C ice, 2100. Change in temperature, -3 to 0. Means the change in temperature is 3 plus 0.75. This is ice to water, so we call it specific latent heat of fusion. Okay, okay, so you can see latent heat of fusion. This one. 3.34 times 10.5. Okay, plus right below here, 0.75. This is water. So 4200. Change in temperature, 30 minus 0 is 30. Okay. So you try to calculate for all these, you will get 349,725 joule. Or you want to write in standard form, 3.50 10 to the power 5 joule. Okay, quite long, this step. Okay, that one for number 9, topic heat. Okay, now look at number 10. Okay, number 10, apparatus used by students to study physics principle. Okay, you can look at diagram here. You can see there's a water displays, okay? And then the object immersed in liquid. So I think you can guess it's Archimedes principle. So try to find the concept or the law or the principle related first. Okay, diagram 10.1 shows weight measured in air 6 Newton. Weight in air is 6 Newton. Weight of object in water 4.8. So I just put a different symbol for this one. Okay, in air is original one, so WO. In water is apparent weight 4.8 Newton. Okay, density of water given. Okay, name the physics principle. Okay, just write down the name Archimedes principle. Spelling must be correct. Okay, based on diagram 10.1 A and B, what is buoyant force acting on the object? Okay, so what is buoyant force? Object hanging in air. Okay, so you can have the weight of the original weight. Reading of the spring balance is T1. Okay, so when hanging in air at rest means reading of the spring balance equals to WO. Once you immerse in liquid, the weight still WO, but now the reading is T2, and at the same time there is buoyant force. Okay, so if hanging at rest also, forces are balanced means FB plus T2 equals to WO. So in this T2 is equals to apparent weight. So FB equals to WO minus WE. The difference in the reading in air and immersed in liquid will give you the value of buoyant force. Okay, so you will get buoyant force equals to 6 minus 4.8, 1.2 Newton. Compare buoyant force and weight of water displaced by object according to Archimedes principle. Okay, you can say buoyant force Buoyant force equals to weight of water displaced. Loading. Okay, we can try to calculate the volume of the object. Okay, weight of water displaced equals to buoyant force. Okay, so we're going to use the relationship to find the value of volume of the object. We want to find the volume of the object. So using the formula, because the object is fully immersed, thus volume of the object equals to volume of water displaced. Okay, so how to get the volume of water displaced? By using the formula of buoyant force equals to rho Vg. Okay, buoyant force equals to weight of liquid displaced. In this case, is water. So density of water multiply volume of water displaced and G. G is 9.81. Okay, so volume of water displaced from here is equals to buoyant force divided by density of water times G. So the buoyant force already calculated, 1.2 divided by density of water is 1 times 10 power 3 and then G 9.81. So you just divide, you will get volume of the object equals to 1.22 times 10 to the power negative 4 meter cube. Okay. Okay, make sure you are familiar with this formula. Kita tahu formula ni. Okay, buoyant force punya formula. Okay, buoyant force equals to weight of liquid displaced. Okay, part C, hydrometer. Hydrometer is an instrument used for measuring relative density of liquid based on concept of buoyancy. Consists of sealed hollow glass tube with wider bulb for buoyancy, a ballast bulb as a weight for stability, and a narrow stem with scale for measuring. Let's look at the characteristic and the purpose for this discussion. Explain suitability to determine which hydrometer should be chosen. Okay, the purpose of this one is stability. Okay, and then the okay, material. Okay, glass and plastic. So I will choose glass instead of plastic. So in terms of it, maybe okay, if we use plastic, does not last longer. It can react with the liquid use. So I will choose glass instead of plastic. Length of scale term, we need to use the longer one. Okay, longer one. So I can remove the short one, the two short one. Okay, volume of the buoyancy bulb. The bulb must be bigger. We want it to stand upright in water. So bigger bulb. The two smaller one I remove. Material to fill buoyancy bulb. Aluminium or plumber we need to use which is higher density. Okay, I don't want this one, aluminium. Choose plumber. Okay, so from here the most thick is R. So I will choose R. Okay, same thing as the question number 9. Write down characteristic and reasoning. Explanation. Okay, first 4 points. First about material use. Material of hydrometer or hydrometer is made of glass. Okay, it does not react with liquid. Okay, withstand corrosion. Okay, you can write down. And then the second one, the second column, length of scale stem. Length of scale stem is longer. Okay, to calibrate scale with more divisions. Okay, thus it will become more accurate. Accurate when I use the measurement. Okay, okay, the bar is bigger. Okay, so this place more liquid and floats. So we want it to float so that we can read the scale. More material to fill the bar is plumber. Is plumber, because it is denser and the hydrometer can stand upright. Float upright, then we can read the scale accurately. Okay, and then this one 8 already, 4 plus 4. So R is chosen. Same thing, the left side you write here, make it simple for the reasons. Okay, so you have 10 marks for this one. Okay, part D, diagram 10.2 shows orange floating on the surface while pale orange sinks to the bottom of glass. Using Archimedes' principle, explain how this situation happened. Okay, the one with the skin, If orange with skin can float, means it produces larger buoyant force compared to the one which is peel. Okay. Or in other words, you can say also the orange with the skin has an average density which is smaller than density of water. 4 marks, knowledge question. Okay, first point you can write down. Okay, let's just explain about why the one with skin float. Okay, orange. Able to displace more water compared to the peel orange. From Archimedes principle, buoyant force equals to weight of liquid displaced. Thus, we can say the orange with skin experience larger buoyant force. Then one more, the average density of unskinned orange or unpeeled orange also can. Orange is slower than water. Okay, 4 points. Don't repeat the same point. Okay. So I think if you know the principle, you try to relate to the principle. You can quote the Archimedes principle in your answer. Ini boleh masukkan apa-apa konsep ataupun prinsipal dalam jawapan. Ini 4 poin, tak perlu tulis banyak-banyak. Okay, now we look at the last question, section C. Okay, only given one question, so no choice. You need to answer this number 11. Okay, diagram 11.1 and 11.2 show a refraction of light. Refractive index of x and y given. Okay, so you have two diagrams here. What is the meaning of refraction? Okay, okay. Refraction means the change or the bending of light due to change in speed of light. As light travel or pass through different density of medium. Okay, so main point dia kena ada lah ya, change or bending ya, change in speed of light. Okay, based on diagram, compare incident angle, highlight first apa yang nak compare guna highlight pen lagi better. Refractive index. Okay, so you can see ini sudah ada 3 point di situ. And then we have one more, relate refractive angle and refractive index, and then relationship between density. So ini satu. Sini 2 markah. Sini 3 markah. Okay. So how to write? Kena faham apa yang nak tulis. Okay. Compare incident angle. Pertama incident angle yang mana? Okay. So this is incident ray. Angle of incident always measured between incident ray and normal line. Okay. Yang broken line. So this is the incident angle. So for the second diagram, also incident angle means they have same incident angle. Okay, now look at the refracted angle. In medium x 35 degrees, in medium y 25. Means angle of incident in medium x is larger than medium y. Okay. Refractive index, you just look at the value here. For x is smaller than y. Okay, just write again the answer. So first you can write down the incident angle in 11.1 and 11.2 are equal or same. Okay, and then refractive angle. The refracted angle in this one you start with 11.1, the next one also 11.1. 11.1 is larger than in 11.2. Okay, and then refractive index, the refractive index of medium x is smaller, okay, than in 11.2. Okay, so ini you dapat 3 markah and get 3 marks, very easy. You just look at the diagram. Okay, and then another 2 marks from here. Relate refracted angle and refractive index. Okay, I will use the answer above here. Refracted angle larger, refractive index smaller. So you can see or not, that's why you must start with the same diagram, 11.1, 11.1. So indirectly we can relate. Okay, means okay, the larger the refracted angle, the smaller the refractive index of medium. Itu baru satu one more. Okay, refractive index and density. Okay, as you know that refractive angle in denser medium is smaller. Okay, means If you relate to density, refractive index in 11.1 larger means less dense. 11.2 larger means denser. So refractive index in 11.1 or medium X, medium X is smaller, means you can write the larger the refractive index, the higher the density of medium. Okay, another 2 marks, you get 5 marks. Okay, part C, 11.3 shows structure of rare refractor or bicycle created by student. The refractor consists of prism with inker angle 42 degrees. You are assigned to give suggestion on characteristic of the refractor so that it can be used to reflect high intensity of light. State and explain your suggestion based on following aspect. Okay, this one also we can write in table form for this one. So the aspect and reasons. Okay, just follow what given. Sometimes not given, you need to find from the diagram or picture given. First one, angle of prism use. (45 degrees). Reason, so that total internal refraction occur. Second aspect, material of prism is glass, you can use glass, or plastic also can, that allow light to pass through, or transparent material. Or there are transparent material. Yeah. Characteristic of cover. Okay, you can look at again this one. Cover, incident ray prism. Okay, this is for bicycle. Characteristic of cover. The cover is waterproof. Okay, during rainy days, the one must be waterproof to prevent water if not, the water will wet the prism and cause another process of refraction. Okay, or number of prism than 1. So you can have repeated total internal refraction. Okay, and then the position of reflector is high place. It can be easily seen or does not block by obstacle. Okay, so you have 5 aspects given and then you just give reason. Okay, part D, diagram 11.4 shows a light ray passing into diamond, critical angle 24, X is incident. You must understand what is critical angle. Angle of incidence that produce angle of refraction 90 degrees. Okay. Explain what will happen to light ray at point B if x 20. Let's say for the first part, x equals to 20. So angle I equals to 20. Critical angle 24. So it means less than critical angle. So total internal reflection cannot occur. There's no total internal reflection. So normal refraction. So if you draw travel from diamond to air, refract away. So it will become like this. Okay? For x equals to 20. If you draw for x equals to 30, let's say x equals 30, angle I 30 more than critical angle, and then light travel from denser to less dense, total internal reflection occurs. So what happens to the light ray? It will be reflected with the same angle x here, 30, means 30, 30. Okay, and then again, you reach here, and again reflected. So it will become keep reflected to many surface of the diamond. This one is the reason why the diamond shiny, compared to glass. Okay, so you just explain it. Okay, refraction occur because angle I, angle of incidence is less than critical angle. You must write fully, don't write simple like this. Total internal reflection occur y angle I more than critical angle. Okay, so write completely, so you will get 4 marks for this question. So I think that's all for essay part, section B and section C. Okay, you can pause the video to read the answer, or you can try to answer first, then you can check the answer. Thank you for joining. Bye.